Good afternoon, Fifth Street. I am so excited to just be ready to celebrate our first day of Advent, December 1st, this coming Sunday. We are so excited. The deacons have been preparing. I know that the decorating team is ready for you guys to be there after service to help get this church ready to celebrate the birth of Christ. We're looking forward to lots of things that are going on this month, but we are starting off with a strong sermon from Pastor Brandon. It is going to be a wonderful time. The pastor search team got a chance to meet last week, made sure everybody knows we've set out a plan, and we were hoping to have some updates for you very, very soon. Finance team will also be bringing you budget this coming Sunday for review, and then next Sunday we'll be voting on that budget. So make sure you're here this Sunday. You can get a copy of that budget. You're ready to go. You understand what God is calling this church to do. The finance team has been working very hard to put that budget together to give us a vision of what 2025 looks like. I'm so excited. I will tell you, when I look at our ministry team leads, the way they have just continued to accept what God's calling them to do, identifying those goals that God's calling them to do, things that they can't do in their own strength, the teams can't do in their own strength, the goals that God is giving them themselves. So as we go through the rest of this year, we're going to finish strong and finish out our God goals for 2024. We're going to prepare ourselves for our God goals of 2025. And we're really, really going to just focus on preparing ourselves for the next man that's going to come and lead this church. This street, I hope you're praying for our MTLs, you're praying for our deacons, you're praying for all the different ministry that goes on here, that your heart is ready for the holiday season. I reminded you last Sunday, and I'm going to tell you again today, we are on mission. This is our, some people go to the deepest, darkest jungles or as far away to the top of the highest mountains possible. Right now, your mission assignment is Fifth Street Baptist Church and this community. We're gonna have so many people coming in, celebrating our cookie exchanges. They're gonna be celebrating the Chili Cookoffs, movie night coming up, Christmas Eve service. That's always just a wonderful time of just worship and fellowship. And we're going to go out and celebrate and make sure the community here, especially here around Fifth Street, are going to hear you guys singing some carols together, enjoying some cookies, and just, having a good evening service. So Fifth Street, just make sure you're ready, you're prayed up, you've got that devotional ready, your heart is being filled, you're being prepared because you are on mission. We are going to claim back what is God's in this neighborhood, and it's going to extend out to this 2.5 by 4 mile island. God is returning to this earth, and we are just so thankful that he loves us enough to do that. So we're preparing ourselves to ensure that God is in every conversation that we have. And I've promised our membership here, when they've got that sticky wicket, that family member, that coworker, that next door neighbor, when they invite them and they bring them here, they're bringing them to mission ready evangelists. I know who you guys are, all of you guys. I see you every Sunday. You're excited to worship. Well, we're going to get ready and we're going to serve our brothers and sisters. We're going to call those people back to Christ to see and get the opportunity to see God at work. So be prepared, get those studies going, get those Christmas cookies baking, dust off that old Chili Cookoff recipe, get ready because Fifth Street is on mission to reach all those that are lonely and lost here in Key West. So if you're wondering how we're going to reach those friends, those family, the coworkers, the cashier at Publix, or if you're a Winn-Dixie shopper, that cashier at Winn-Dixie. Brandon has been working with our team. He's gotten together a card that breaks out the different events that we've got going on. Those should be available on Sunday, so make sure you take a handful of those, hand them out, and let people know that you care. This is the time that a lot of people hurt, a lot of people feel lonely. Key West is famous for a lot of people that have come here that are not from here, that sold everything and moved to the Keys with a dog. So that dog is not the answer to salvation. That loneliness hurts the most at this time of year. So let's be prepared to bandage them up and get them ready with salvation of God. So we're going to hand out those cards that Brandon's got together. And then we also, I mentioned it last Sunday, and I'm going to mention to you again, Lottie Moon, Brother Vaughn, as our evangelism ministry team lead, has got a huge goal for us, and I know that we can accomplish it. I know that we can prepare ourselves for it. You guys came out and really represented it during Operation Christmas Child, and I'm going to ask you again to show up and show out, and let's get ready to commit to achieving $2,500 to the Lottie Moon International Mission Board. We want to make sure that international missionaries are being supported and cared for as they go out into those highest mountaintops and those deepest, darkest jungles while we serve here at Fifth Street and take care of our community. So join me in celebrating what God has done, that He sent His Son, that this is a beautiful time, and that we're so ready to go on those ministries. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you this Sunday, and have a great rest of your week. Bye-bye.